Hello everyone, I'm Kate Silburn with Rocky Mountain Elder Law, and I'm here to talk to you about something that confuses a lot of people. What happens to the house or to houses once someone dies? Well, it all depends. It depends on how the house is titled, and there can be several situations to consider. Oftentimes, if the person who died is married, they hold the house in joint tenancy with their spouse. That means that when they pass, their spouse owns the house outright. That's the most common scenario. You still need to attend to a few details when that's the case. You want to file a death certificate and what's called an affidavit of joint tenancy with the clerk and recorder, just to make sure that title vests in the surviving spouse properly, so that when the time comes, the spouse can sell it without having to take those steps. We like to what's called perfect title once someone dies. Houses can also be held in tenancy in common, and that means that those interests are, say for instance, 50-50, and they're inheritable and divisible, so the person who died just leaves a 1/2 interest in the house, and that needs to be probated. It's important to understand that because that does not pass like joint tenancy. It's a different kind of interest. Another way that a house can pass, and one of my favorite planning techniques in estate planning, is via beneficiary deed. A beneficiary deed is revocable during someone's lifetime. They can change it at any time, but upon their passing, the house goes to the beneficiary directly and passes outside of probate. Of course, there's also a house that is just simply left under a will. It's in the decedent's name and they leave it to beneficiaries. That too will necessitate probate. And finally, we have to contend with a house that has been titled in the name of a trust. In that case, generally speaking, the house will pass outside of probate, but we want to make sure and look at the terms of the trust and make sure that when that trust is created, the house is titled in the name of the trust. There are many occasions where people think they have a trust and the trust solves everything, including the issue of whether or not probate will be necessary, but they never funded the trust with the property. Whether it be real estate, a house, or accounts, or those kinds of things. A trust, if utilized, must go to work for you. It must do its job. Otherwise, it is an empty shell and doesn't serve its purpose. So with that, I hope that's information that is helpful to people, and I send you warm greetings and hope to connect with you soon.